Have stairs started to feel like mountains? Once you could run up a staircase without a second thought? Now each step makes you pause. In this video, I'll walk you through the only 3 exercises you really need to start climbing stairs with ease again. They're simple, gentle, and deeply effective, each one chosen to target the very muscles that carry you upward with every step. And later on, I'll share a special bonus tip to help reduce pressure on your knees and hips while climbing. I've worked with so many wonderful people in their 60s and beyond who believe they just have to live with weakness or avoid stairs altogether. But the truth is, the body still listens at any age. With the right kind of movement, strength returns. And that single flight of stairs, it becomes just another part of your day again. What many people don't realize is that after the age of 30, our muscles quietly begin to shrink, a slow fade that often goes unnoticed until we hit our 50s and 60s. It's called sarcopenia, a natural part of aging. But just because it's common doesn't mean it's irreversible. That's why strengthening your muscles is so important, especially the ones that support your hips, thighs, and knees. These are the powerhouses that help you rise, climb, and move through life with confidence. And the good news, it's never too late to start. Think of your muscles like an old bicycle that's been sitting in the shed too long. The tires are flat, the gear's a bit rusty, but with a little tuning, it can ride just like before. That's what progressive strength training does for your body. It gently reawakens muscles that have been sleeping, slowly restoring strength, flexibility, and most importantly, freedom. If you've been feeling discouraged, please know this. Your strength is not lost. It's just waiting to be rebuilt. Let's begin together. Exercise number 1. Let's begin with one of the most powerful yet simple exercises you can do at home, the slow sit-stand. It may look easy at first glance, but don't let its simplicity fool you. This movement directly targets 2 of your most important stair climbing muscles, the quadriceps, which run along the front of your thighs, and the glutes, the strong muscles in your buttocks that help power every upward step. Here's how to get started. Sit on a stable, firm chair. Avoid anything too soft that sinks under you. Place your feet about shoulder width apart and gently scoot forward until you're seated closer to the edge. Then slide your feet slightly back so that they rest just behind your knees. This setup allows your legs to engage more fully and safely. Now for the movement. Begin the standing phase by pressing your feet firmly into the floor and rising to a standing position. Do this part quickly but with control. This helps build power, which is crucial for climbing stairs. If needed, hold your arms out in front of you or gently push off the armrest to help with balance. Then comes the lowering phase, and this is where the real strengthening happens. Slowly lower yourself back down, taking about 4 to 6 seconds to return to the seat. Don't just drop into the chair, fight gravity all the way down. That slow, controlled motion trains your muscles to be strong, stable, and responsive. Repeat this motion for 10 repetitions and aim to do it 2 to 3 times per day. It's okay to start with fewer reps if needed. What matters most is consistency and attention to form. Research supports this kind of movement as a foundational strength exercise for older adults. A 2013 study published in the Journals of Gerontology found that chair stand training significantly improved lower limb strength and balance in participants over 65. In fact, those who perform slow, controlled chair rises several times a day improve stair climbing ability and reduce their fall risk by up to 30%. Here's a tip. As you move, focus your mind on the muscles you're using. Feel your thighs and glutes engage as you push up, and then again as you resist gravity on the way down. The more mindful your movement, the greater your progress. This one simple motion, done with care and consistency, can be life-changing. It strengthens the exact muscles you need for daily movements, like climbing stairs, getting out of a car, or rising from bed. You're not just standing up, you're standing up stronger, safer, and more prepared for everything life brings. Exercise 2, lateral step-up. Now that you've started building strength through the sight stand, it's time to add another key piece to your stair climbing puzzle, the lateral step-up. This exercise might look small, but it plays a big role in your ability to move safely and confidently, especially when it comes to balance and stability. While the sit stand strengthens your large muscles like the thighs and glutes, The lateral step-up focuses on a lesser-known but absolutely essential muscle, the gluteus medius. This side hip muscle helps stabilize your pelvis each time you lift a leg. Without strong gluteus medius support, everyday movements like stepping or walking can become wobbly, and that wobble can lead to trips, missteps, or dangerous falls. To begin, find a low step. About 4 inches high is perfect if you're just starting out. The bottom step of a staircase works well. Stand sideways to the step and place one foot firmly on it. Ensure your midfoot is solidly planted. Don't let your toes hang off the edge. Next, push through the heel of your elevated leg and lift your body up. Bring the other foot to meet it at the top. Then step down slowly and with control, moving sideways just like how you came up. You can place a hand on the wall or railing for support if you need balance, especially early on. Try to keep your hips stable, no tipping or leaning to one side. Repetitions. Aim for 10 to 20 repetitions per side, depending on your ability. Start small and focus on quality over quantity. Avoid common mistakes like leaning heavily into your upper body, stepping only with your toes, or using momentum to swing yourself up. Instead, engage your hips. That's where your strength should come from. And here's something fascinating. Research backs up how effective this is. A 2021 study published in Gait and Posture found that exercises targeting the gluteus medius, like lateral step-ups, significantly improve pelvic stability and reduce fall risk in older adults. Participants who practiced lateral hip strengthening 3 times per week for 8 weeks experienced a 28% improvement in balance control. With time and practice, the lateral step-up strengthens the stabilizing muscles that often get overlooked, but are vital to daily function. It helps you stay upright, centered, and secure with every step. Add it to your routine, and you'll likely notice a new sense of ease, not just on the stairs, but anytime you move through the world. Exercise 3, weighted step down. Now that you've built up your strength and balance with the first 2 exercises, let's move on to the final piece, the weighted step down. This exercise may be the most important of the 3 because it directly mimics the motion of going downstairs, which many people find even more challenging and painful than going up. Here's why it matters. When you step down, your muscles don't just support your weight, they lengthen under tension, a powerful process called eccentric strengthening. This is particularly effective for rebuilding control and muscle mass in the glutes, quadriceps, and gluteus medius, side hip stabilizers. And there's science to back it up. A 2022 study published in Frontiers in Physiology found that eccentric training led to significantly greater gains in muscle mass and function in older adults compared to traditional strength training. Specifically, participants aged 60 plus who engaged in eccentric leg exercises for 12 weeks saw a 29% increase in lower limb strength and 21% improvement in stair descent control. To get started, stand on a low step, such as the bottom stair, facing downward. Imagine you're at the top of a staircase preparing to descend. For added challenge, hold a 10 to 15 pound dumbbell in front of your chest or use a weighted vest. But if you're just beginning, your body weight alone is more than enough. Now slowly lower 1 foot to the floor. Control is everything. This part should take about 3 to 5 seconds. The slower, the better. Feel your standing leg doing all the work to hold your body up. Once your foot touches down, press back up gently to return to your starting position. The upward phase is less important. It's the lowering motion that builds strength and control. Keep these alignment cues in mind. Your knee should track over your foot, never buckling inward. Keep your glutes, thighs, and core engaged to stay steady. And yes, it may feel shaky at first. That's your muscles learning. Start with 10 to 20 reps per leg, adjusting as needed based on comfort and strength. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be consistent. Before we wrap up, here's a bonus technique that makes stair climbing easier, especially if knee or hip pain has been slowing you down. Lean slightly forward at the hips when ascending stairs. This shifts your body weight over your toes, allowing your leg muscles, not your joints, to do the work. It's a small change, but it reduces pressure on your knees and hips, making every step more efficient and pain-free. When you combine smart movement with targeted exercises like the step down, you're not just getting stronger, You're reclaiming freedom in your daily life. You've just learned the 3 most important exercises to build real, lasting strength in your legs. So stairs no longer feel like mountains. By practicing these movements daily, you're not just training muscles. You're restoring freedom, confidence, and ease in everyday life. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need it too. Your journey to stronger legs starts right here. Let's keep going together.